table. Today I'm going to show you how to make an ornament. Tiffany, if you could put up the picture of what I'm making today, and I'm using cereal boxes. Years ago they used to do like metal punchings, and they used to paint them, and this is what I'm going to do. This was actually in the big book of Aleene's Big Book of Crafts. It is card number 4, that if anybody was lucky enough to get that way back when. So we're going to do these fun punch ornaments. Thanks, Tiff. Okay, so I'm using cereal boxes, like I said, and you're going to put your cereal box, you're going to use the inside, and you're going to tape your pattern right onto the cardboard, and just use a little bit of masking tape. And then I have one that I've already started here, and we're going to kind of tape it down a little bit. And what you want to do is you want to put it onto like some mat board. I also put like a magazine underneath it, and we are just going to start with a nail. I've got a nice big nail, and we're just going to start punching. A little bit of noise, not too much. And you want to go about every 1/4 inch, and don't go too hard. You kind of want a happy medium there, just not too deep and not too shallow, because if it's too shallow, then when you go to paint it, it's not going to work. And so let me pull this up so you can kind of get the idea of what I've already done here. See how that's all started to be punched. Now I have one that is already, after you punch it, you're going to paint it. And you can see this one, I painted it white. I've got all my punching in here. And then you start painting it. Now tonight I'm going to use, because we're being eco-friendly and we're using the eco-friendly because we're recycling the cereal boxes, I'm using the eco-friendly Eco Crafts paint, acrylic paint. It's a very creamy paint. Let's just put this out so you can see it. Look how creamy that is. And the colors are great. And you know, Tiff, you're going to have to let me know when I'm done, because I did not push my timer. And we're just going to start painting it. And you know, this is a great project for if you're looking for some projects for the older kids, because, and even the boys, because I think the boys would absolutely love to hammer. And you just kind of go in, and it's probably going to need a couple coats, but that's okay. And just go over, paint it, and let that dry, and then put a second coat on it. And I wanted to show you a couple different little tips here on different, oops, we're going to do some little dots. There's some pink. Let's see if I can get that in there. It's always hard to tell which way the camera's supposed to go. A little bit of red. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can do. You can always use the end of your brush by dipping it in and then put it onto your piece. Dip it, and remember, it's a clean dip every time. So that means that every time you want to put a new one on, you're just going to dip. Get some yellow here. And also you can use like a toothpick, or you can use a nail. I'm looking to see if I have a toothpick on my thing. I don't. Okay, let's put another one right here, here, and you kind of get the idea. Isn't that cool? Now I've also punched around the edges, because you would want to kind of put some yarn around here. If you start at the bottom edge, if you want to end up excuse me, with the bow down here, you're going to start at the bottom edge if you want the bow up on top. And just start weaving it in and out. Oops. in and out until you go all the way around, and you have a cool ornament. Tiff, can you show the finished picture again? There you go. And do simple patterns. You know, choose patterns that maybe are in a coloring book that are real simple, and depending on your age, the age group. But these are lots of fun to do. They recycle. They show the kids that to recycle. They can also use sponges to paint it if they wanted to, and it's lots of fun.